Hey, welcome live on Tribe Family Channels. A Book is Born by Gumbo for the Soul International and Tribe Family Channel. I am the host, Beverly Black, and this is Season 2, Episode 8 of A Book is Born. Our nationwide lineup of seasoned authors, along with our generous sponsors, have teamed up to bring right content and relatable dialogue for your listening and reading pleasure. So grab a good seat and prepare to feast because we will be dishing out this serving of gumbo where you will not leave hungry. Now, our next guest is author Janae Marie. And let me just tell you a little bit about our guest before I bring her on. Author Janae Marie has been writing since 13 years old. She received her first degree in media arts and studies from Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. She later published her first book at age 25. Now, I don't want to give away everything because I want her to be able to tell us more in depth about what she does. But you can visit her at janaemarieBooks.com. And you can also not only find her books, but she is also heading Urban Apparel, which is called Fly Urban Apparel for your unique style, and you want to visit janaesclosetshop.com. So we're going to get the skinny on all of that. If you're just tuning in, you can listen online at blogtalkradio.com/gumbo for the soul. And if you're online and you'd like to call in and speak to us, please feel free to do so at 347-539-5285. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome author Janae Marie. Hello, Queen. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm blessed. It's an honor to have you as our guest on A Book is Born. Congratulations to your publishing works and endeavors that have churned out of your literary arm. And I have a lot of questions to ask you so that you can help educate our listeners about your journey to, bring us up close and personal to who Janae Marie is. So, are you comfortable and relaxed and ready?
I sure am. Go right ahead.
All right. Well, I really appreciate it. Now, what motivated you to become an author? What exactly motivated you to become an author?
Okay, so it's a real good question. Okay, so as you said, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. And I was the only child, so I didn't really have nobody to play with, right? So I spent a lot of time in my room by myself. This is before my sister came, but I was the only child back then when I was a kid. Growing up, I spent a lot of time reading books. So I went from reading like Babysitter's Club, Goosebumps, and as I got older, I read True to the Game, Sister Soldier, Fly Girl. So when I would go to the library, I was always fascinated by reading those like urban fiction type books, and I always just had a career. And because I was the only child, that was like the only thing that kept me entertained was like reading and just like making up stories. So that's really where it came from, just me being able to like make up stories and keep myself busy. That's really where it came from. I just love making up stories. So.
Wow. I am the fourth born, so as the baby of the family, everybody's grown and gone and out playing and doing their thing. And I would, although my brother and I were close, but I can understand when you have that level of solitude, be it an only child or the baby of the family and the siblings are older, you have you have to keep yourself entertained, but at the same time, these books offer different stories, and it wakes up something. It wakes up the literary person in you. If that seed is planted in you, then these are the times where it's waking up that seed. And I heard you mention Fly Girl. I have one of Omar Tyree's magazines where he got on this long leather trench coat, and I posted it on Facebook when it was brand new for a throwback. But yeah, we did a collaboration with one of our publications. So yeah, he's in one of our anthologies, Fire and Desire, out of yeah. So, but I can relate to Urban Fit when it was on the rise, and it really gave us more to look forward to outside of the I would say nonfiction poetry, or even civil rights, or black empowerment. It was a whole nother beast when it came to the urban lit. And then this was also on the onset when the brick and mortars were being challenged and the self-publishing game was on the rise. So that was an era of time that was a true game changer. So in your writings, now that you are a published author, how many books have you published?
5. I have 4 that are already out, and December will be my 5th book that will be available. So it will be about 5 by the end of the year.
All right, congratulations to you. Now, before I get to the next question, which is how do you come up with the ideas for your books, why don't you tell our listeners all of your book titles so they'll know what they're in store for at janaesmariebooks.com.
Okay, great. So my very first book that I published is entitled Flirting with Temptation. And that's about a single woman that likes to sleep with married men. So my second one is called Daddy's Home, and that's about a young lady who gets molested by her father. But my third one is called Double Take. And that briefly, that's about 2 twin brothers who live same household but live 2 completely different lives, and one of them is tried for they're actually sentenced to prison for a crime they did not commit. And my fourth one, Besties, which is out right now, is about a young lady who believes like her best friend is she finds out that her best friend is actually trying to sabotage her. So, and then my 5th book, my 5th book that's coming out in December is called Sleeping with the Enemy, and that is about a young man that was born with the HIV virus, but is spreading it to as many people as possible.
Wow. Yeah. All very deep titles as well. And, we know that art mirrors life. So, I don't read fiction, but at the same time, I was smitten by an author, my sister friend that has gone on in heaven. And when I read her trilogy, that's when I knew, okay, there's nothing wrong with fiction. It's that I ingest so much of life on life's terms, nonfiction, that I don't even want, a made-up version, but really art mirrors life. And so you can definitely delve down into a work of fiction and find insight on real life because of the reflection on life that art has. So what are some of the challenges you faced as a writer?
Say mainly, or the challenge of most of them were internal. You know, sometimes I would say just like, not, you know, something like writer's block, just getting writer's block, just trying to get over it. Just fighting that writer's block. And also, internal struggle of just like, cause by being a self-published author, you are responsible for promoting and marketing your own work. It is a lot of work. You know, it ain't easy. Cause,
it ain't easy.
It's not easy. It's a lot more. That to me is like when the actual work starts. Because to me, like the easiest part is just writing. But when you actually have to like promote and market yourself, you know, to convince people to, you know, trust in you that your work is good. So, and then also a challenge is always in your head, because we are always our own worst enemy. So, you know, you always feel like, I don't know, am I good enough? Or, you know, so just being able to fight those internal battles within your mind is always a struggle.
Indeed. You mentioned that the work begins when the book is published, with the marketing and the promotions, and you hit the target on the bull's eye. So for any new writers and authors under development, listen to what Janae Marie is saying, because that is definitely when the real work begins. Now, although it's a lot to bring the art and the craft of writing up from, you know, from within out there onto, you know, the Word document to begin with. That's enough in itself. But when you think that, okay, I got that out, I got over the hurdles, the writer's block, whatever. You know, I've had all kinds of hurdles. I think there was only one time that I experienced writer's block, and I actually changed locations. And when I moved into a different flow, I was able to continue on. I went to my cousin's house, and I started asking her questions about the family and different things. And, you know, I had someone that was, I was bouncing my flow off of, that knew it was my memoir. So, you know, she knows me. I'm, you know, baby cousin. But like you said, the work, even though it's a challenge getting the book written, the hard part is exactly what you were describing. Now, you don't want those books sitting up, you know, freshly delivered from UPS, sitting in the living room, okay? You want those bad boys flying off the table, too. Okay, you're talking about flying off the shelves in the bookstore. No, you want them flying off the table, autographing them, and sending them out to those pre-orders and those fulfilled orders that have come along the way. Well, how do you get to that point? You definitely have to have your game on tight when it comes to the marketing and the promotions. And the book cover speaks of volumes, because that is the first thing that a potential buyer is judging you off of, the book cover. That cover and that title has to say, open me, you want to read me. Oh, you can't set me back down. Do not set this book back down. Read me, buy me. And you want those links on social media to lead them to buying that book. So you hit the nail on the nose. Now, what were some of the challenges that you face in the marketing and promoting piece, since you did mention that that's when the real work begins? What types of challenges did you meet, and what types of hurdles did you overcome with meeting the challenges of being now a published author to garner book sales and attention?
And I had to get out of my comfort zone. I had to. I've always been a very quiet, very reserved type of person, but that ain't gonna work. That doesn't work. You have to be able to, you gotta have thick skin, and you gotta be out there just talking to people, man. My mom always told me this. She said, "Don't take it so personal. It's all business." But because I've been to dollar stores, I've talked to people in dollar stores, gas stations, beauty supply stores. Beauty salons. So, I've just now just started doing more videos and stuff, just trying to, on social media. So I've had to get past my fear of rejection, and I've had to get. I really had to get out of my comfort zone. I couldn't be shy because that wasn't gonna work. I realized that being shy wasn't gonna work for me. If I wanted these books to sell, I had to make a name for myself. I had to get myself out there. So, and then just doing a lot of research and just trying to find out what works for you and just what doesn't, and networking. Yeah, just possibly just trying to network with other authors and just just trying to just do a lot of trial and error. I'll say that.
Right. Those are some phenomenal answers, Janae. Sorry, did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Those are some phenomenal answers because our comfort zone, I mean, come on now. That's our blanket. That's us curled up.
Yeah.
Do not disturb sign is out, and we're comfortable. So it takes a lot of courage to get out of that comfort zone. It takes a lot of courage just to recognize that, okay, you can't stay curled up in your comfort zone. This is not going to get it. So that takes a lot of courage, even recognizing and then making a course correction to actually take the direct action that is needed to come out of that comfort zone. And like you were saying, shy isn't going to get it. And that's a hurdle to overcome. If you're a shy person by nature, now you're saying, I'm an introvert. If you didn't grow up with any siblings, you're in the house, you're not used to, being disturbed. You're reading and zoned in, and there's no siblings running around saying, hey, come do this, come do that. No, put the book down, come, so you go into another world. So now we're asking you to come out of that world that you've been so comfortable in for so long. And that would apply to any of us that have created an environment that we thrive in, and now we're doing something different that our natural socialization has to be challenged. So you came out of the comfort zone and you started doing networking wherever you go. The dollar store, the gas station, grocery store, beauty supply, beauty salon, out and about. That's what it sounds like to me, that you were having those conversations and not being, so shy about, well, hey, bring up the book. Let them know you're a writer and, or ask them if they like, certain literature. Different ideas would bring you out of that, that comfort zone. So it was another point you made, coming out of the comfort zone. Oh, and doing the videos, doing the social media, and how did you approach that? What was your first inclination? Was it to go on Instagram or Facebook, or just what prompted? Well, not what prompted, but what was your first step in realizing, okay, I'm going to do some videos and marketing in that area?
I just wanted more to get the word out about myself and my books. So I started like doing videos of like myself, just like reading a couple chapters from my books, because to me that gets me out of my comfort zone, and it's a little easier because I like to discuss my books. So and I figure the more I do that, that'll help me, get the word out about myself, and that'll let people know what I got going on, and if they're interested, they can check out my website, so. And I figure everybody is on social media because everybody has a smartphone, so everybody has on Android, whatever. So everybody has a YouTube, a IG, a Facebook, whatever. So, just kind of finding a way to put myself where I think most people will be. Most people spend most of the time on their cell phone. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you were being creative and going where you could reach people, where they would generally gather offline and online, different places of businesses, as well as different areas where we congregate on social media. So these are smart angles, and that is definitely how you get the word out to drive that traffic to your website. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, I'm Beverly Black. If I failed to identify earlier, I'm the creator of A Book is Born, brought to you by Gumbo for the Soul International and Tribe Family Channel. Our parent company is Gumbo for the Soul Publications, of which I am the creator, and you can find us at gumboforthesoulinternational.com. We have a plethora of call for submissions open and waiting for the writer in you to visit the publisher in us. We're going to take All right, welcome back to A Book is Born, live on Tribe Family Channel. I am Beverly Black, and I am speaking with author Janae Marie, and you can visit her at janaesmarie.com. janaemariebooks.com, JANAEMARIE books.com. Now, Janae, even though you've touched on engaging, getting your, books out there as far as social media and promoting and what have you, how important do you think it is to engage the readers, like those that have picked up your book and can dialogue with you? How important is that to you as a author?
That's actually probably like on my top priority list. Yeah. I think engaging with readers is like the most important part. Being able to connect with them is, to me, what makes everything worthwhile. So, that's why I try to do all this, so I can, reach different readers, because finding readers is really kind of what makes authors sustainable. So, yeah, being able to connect with readers and just, I'll shoot them an email when I ship them my books, like, hey, did you get this book? Just let me know what you think. So being able to connect with them is really important to me. It's always been important to me. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it is very important, and I just wanted to get your view and your take, because we all have a different answer, and sometimes someone else's approach is different, another's approach, and we can all take good advice on what is working. The publishing game and the self-publishing avenue of or approach to publishing, it's a lot different. It's a lot different going from a conventional publisher who has given you a, 5 or 6 digit advancement, as opposed to a self-publisher who's having to, budget out of the grocery and, miscellaneous fund, and have to really save and budget to bring their vision to fruition. Now, you mentioned your titles, and we went into kind of like how your journey as an author began. What inspires the actual titles? Do any of these titles come out of art mirroring life in your own personal life that you care to divulge? And if not, that is absolutely fine also. But your inspiration for these different subject matters, where do you get that from?
A lot of stuff, it does come from my head, but when I was actually for Daddy's Home, I overheard a conversation between a young lady and her boyfriend, and she was just saying how she had to sell her body to make rent. They had a very interesting conversation, to say the least. So that's where the kind of like the inspiration of Daddy's Home came about, because of their dialogue. I was just like, wow. I'm like, girls go through things. I'm like, wow, that's crazy that she has to do all this just to support herself. So
right.
That's kind of like where that came from. But a lot of my books take place in Detroit, because that's where I was born, and Detroit is kind of all I know. I mean, it's not all I know, but I got a lot of love for Detroit. So, yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, art does mirror life, and I don't know if you remember the comedy sitcom In Living Color.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Kim Winans, when she would play Macy Gray, she would be sitting at her window looking out at life, and then all of a sudden she's singing some crazy song that's that's speaking on what she just witnessed as far as life. So my mind thought of, okay, you overhearing a conversation, that's your Macy Gray moment where I mean, we could go through life if we could really practice that endlessly. Oh my goodness, you're talking about turning out some good books all the time just by the witnessing of life. So life truly does mirror, or art truly does mirror life, because some of the things that we read and some of the ideas that people come up with are reflections of either what they've seen or what they've heard, or, like you said, you get the ideas out of your head, so our imagination, we can come up with some good reads based on, our experience in life or our witness of others' experiences, or by sheer creativity and tapping into that zone. Do you write full time?
I'm definitely trying to get there right now. I have been writing full time,
In the pandemic, being at home under quarantine, I guess.
Yeah, so I was able to actually, since I had a lot more free time, I actually was able to get a lot more stuff done creatively. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting to hear you say that you were able to get a lot more things done creatively. One of my things about what we're going through right now is to be innovative. And that sounds like what you to your innovative side of being able to get things done creatively. Do you want to share with our audience any of the creative aspirations that are coming, to the surface for you during this time? Or does that not have anything to do with you as an author?
Yeah, like I've been able to publish 2 books this year. So I'm really happy about that.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yay. Woo. Yeah, congratulations. 2? Oh,
yeah,
man.
2
Okay.
That's the first for me.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that is really good.
Yeah. And I started a small boutique, so that's online boutique, so I'm excited about that.
Don't say small. She started a boutique, y'all. Hey. Okay. All right. That's another big first because, I've always wanted to publish 2 books in 1 year, and I can't reflect on having achieved that. But we know that you have, what's the name of your boutique again?
Janae's Closet. It's
Janae's Closet.
Yeah, at janaesclosetshop.com.
All right. What types of things can one find in your boutique?
I have clothes for men, women. I have hats. I have accessories like jewelry, shoes, purses, handbags. Actually, I also have stuff for your bed and your bath, stuff like duvet covers, shower curtains, just different things. I got jackets, hoodies.
All right.
It's like a little bit of everything for everybody.
All right. Congratulations not only to publishing 2 books in 1 year this year, 2020, and we've still got some time left in 2020. And is your 3rd book that you're writing on now, or not 3rd book, but is the book that you're writing now, will that drop this year, and will that make 3 books in this year?
Oh, no, my next book will be probably out next year.
Okay. Okay. I'm just making sure because, you sound like a woman on the move and on the go. All these books and 2 in 1 year, and then you're doing it. So, I mean, what can I say? That's phenomenal. And, I want to salute you in your continued business endeavors, janaemariebooks.com, and then janaesclosetshop.com, where you have fly urban apparel for your unique style. So congratulations to starting your online boutique. And here again, like I've always felt, this is a time where we really have to be innovative. We know we're in, a pandemic, and we are under quarantine and slowly opening up. But I encourage everyone to continue to innovate. Our people were born out of struggle, so you can't tell me that you can't become innovative and creative and create and break the norms and create new and exciting things, because it's planted down inside of you. So I know we can flourish and bring those gifts up and out, and that sounds like what you're doing. So again, I salute you for that. Now back to writing. What one piece of advice would you give an aspiring or first-time writer? What is the one piece of advice you would give? And then we're going to go to our phone lines and see if anyone wants to say hello to author Janae Marie.
I would say, one, do not wait till your book is finished to promote it. Promote it way before then. Promote it while you're writing your book. You want to get the word out about your book. And also, have thick skin. You can't be weak in this business. And don't be sensitive. Things happen. You might run into someone that might get some bad reviews. It happens. So, yeah, have thick skin in this business and don't take anything personal. Network as much as you can with other authors, book clubs, and use word of mouth. Just don't be shy. You got to just get yourself out there. And most importantly, believe in yourself. You have to believe in you got to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. So, and don't worry about who supports you or who doesn't support you, because 9 times out of 10, the people who will support you will typically be strangers. So, just do it because this is something you love. It's your craft, and just do it just because it's something that you love and you enjoy doing it from your heart. So, yeah, that's what I would say. And just give it your best.
Wow. I love your advice, and it is very inspiring. And I was sitting here thinking, now, where was she when I published my 3rd book and I got a 3-star review? Oh, I was hot. Okay. I had to go review the reviewer. Let me see where she coming from, see. So I really love your advice, and it is to be well taken for, I don't care if you're a first-time aspiring new author, but for those that are experienced that, need the refresher from up and rising stars that, hey, don't forget now, don't be too sensitive about your work and, don't become complacent, and especially if you're an experienced author or publisher, don't become complacent, because you have to be able to be innovative. And what used to work, when you first started out, that might not work anymore. Things are advancing more and more, and technology is, fast taking off. And so there are many innovative ways in which we can continue to hone in on our craft and promote our work. And you hit, again, the target on the bullseye when you said promote your book while you are writing it. Do not wait until your book is published. And my piece of advice, just to piggyback on that, is as soon as you can get that book cover completed, or even the sample version, to give people a sample of what's coming down the line. And I don't mean, the Crayola sample, because I've had some authors that I consult fall in love with this sample and not the actual book cover, and they want to go with the first thing they see. And no, that's a sample. But you want to definitely be able to get something that is a tangible eye catcher, and then you can begin your promotions off of pre-orders. If you have an idea as to when that drop date is forthcoming, you can actually start selling your books by way of pre-ordering before they even drop. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break right here on A Book is Born. My guest is author Janae Marie, and we'll come back right after this message. Welcome back to A Book is Born, live on Tribe Family Channel, and I am your host, Beverly Black. I want to point your attention to our parent company, Gumbo for the Soul International.com, where we have a calls for submissions for several books that will be coming out in 2021 under development. We have Women of Honor, in which Dave Chappelle's mother, Dr. Yvonne Sion, has joined us in heightening awareness about cancers that affect women while honoring women that have made a difference in our lives. We have the partner to Women of Honor under development, Men of Honor, and these are both the second editions in these book series. We also have Called to Serve, celebrating our military, and others that are called to serve: medics, paramedics, teachers, those that are in public service and duty to us. We also have Suicide is Not the Answer. This book is under development, and I am honoring my brother who would be 66 years old tomorrow. He went home by way of suicide. And 41 years later, on the anniversary of his 41st being called to home, I started the radio show, Suicide is Not the Answer. And I reiterate, suicide is not the answer, and I would encourage everyone to look to resources that can help overcome the levels of struggles that we are experiencing in life in general, not just under the pandemic, but in general. Everyone needs someone. So be encouraged, and you can always email us at tribefamilychannel@gmail.com. Now, Janae Queen, I want to thank you for being here. We're going to run to the phone lines right quick and see if we can get a caller in. I'm going to open up the phone lines for caller from the 916 area code. We really don't have a lot of time left in this hour, but 916 area code, your line is open on A Book is Born. Did you have a question or a comment for myself or our guest, Janae Marie?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, who are we talking to?
Well, hi, my name is Kelly. Now, I have a question for Janae Marie. My question is, it's a comment and a question. She said that she was the only child growing up. Now, do you think that helped you with your imagination to become the writer that you are today? Or did it just have any effect on it at all?
Yes, I had a lot of effect because when I was, when I was younger, I read a lot of books, so that fueled a lot of the imagination in me, because books can take you to a different world. So yeah, I got a lot of different stuff in my mind, because I spend a lot of time reading and writing as a kid, so yeah.
Okay. One more thing right quick. I'm sorry. I want to say that I did go to your website, to your clothes site, and I will be buying those masks. I think that's a great idea, the masks and the hoodies. I love them, so thank you. You are a big inspiration to my teenage daughter. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling, Kelly, and you stay blessed. Thank you for supporting Janae Marie.
And thank you for bringing up the situation with the suicide. That was a personal thing for me, too. So thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I hope you'll join us. We'll be looking for you.
All right. Thank you. I will.
All right. Thank you. All right. Kelly, thank you for calling A Book is Born and for going to our author Janae's website. So now we are running out of time. This hour just flew by like I knew it would. But now I know we're, yes, and you, you're a breath of fresh air with some inspiring answers and really inspiring aspirations with your shop and your books and the different subjects and what have you. So it's really great talking to you and hearing fresh advice that you have for up-and-coming authors, and even experienced authors can take the advice from, you and what you bring to A Book is Born. Now, lastly, even though we're under a pandemic, I have to ask if you have any events coming up. You may have a virtual event that you're sharing or participating in, but yes. So do you have any events that you want to share with our listeners?
Yeah, I plan on doing a couple of book giveaways, like close to December when my 5th book comes out, Sleeping with the Enemy. So I may give out like a couple of like swag bags that may have like a T-shirt, 2 autographed copies of my book, and just like it's gonna be like different things, a couple of different things in a little backpack. So I just want to, it's like a gift from me to like my readers. Yeah, so I'll be doing that like the end of November. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on everything that you're doing and your books that you have already dropped, the one dropping in 2021. And then lastly, because we know you have your website, but where can our listeners find you on social media so that they can connect with you and stay abreast of everything that you're releasing on social media?
Oh, sure. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/author Janae Marie, and Instagram, author Janae _Marie5, and I'm also on Twitter as Janae Marie5. Yeah.
All right. Well, Janae Marie, I want to thank you for spending time with me on A Book is Born live on Tribe Family Channel. It has been fresh, and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be taking a look in your boutique, too, since Kelly called in and shouted out some of the things that she saw on your page. That's a testament to everybody else. You better go shopping. That shop is open. So thank you once again for being our guest, and we will be looking forward to having you on. We know that you're on a radio book tour, and you have a couple of stops that you'll be making additionally on Tribe Family Channel, and you can follow us at facebook.com/Tribe Family Channel. We're also on Twitter at Tribe Family US and also at Gumbo for the Soul. Our parent company, Gumbo for the Soul International.com. I'm Beverly Black, and I'm the creator of Gumbo for the Soul. So thank you again. Stay safe, Queen, and we will be talking soon, all right?
All right, thank you.
It's my honor. It's my honor. Thank you, and stay blessed. We'll talk soon.